The needle drops, the static hums, and the world outside just fades into a lower frequency. Welcome to Stereo Current. I am Sloan Rivera.
And I'm Julian Vance. We're coming to you from the space between the grooves, bringing you the sounds that are actually saying something in a world that often says too much and means too little.
That's a heavy start, Julian, but fitting for today's lineup. We're looking at music that doesn't just ask for your attention, it demands your immediate, visceral response. We're talking Glasgow rage, Montana intimacy, and a digital disruption that feels almost biblical.
It's a textured day on the airwaves. Let's start with the friction.
Let's talk about DREGKS. Their latest single is titled Fucked, and it is a caustically adrenalizing expulsion of noise and truth. Coming out of the Glasgow underground, led by the Greek polymath Monopaneras, it's a track that mirrors the fury of current global atrocities.
Yeah, it's rare to hear a band handle rage with such avant-garde precision, Sloan. You've got these distortions of African rhythms bleeding into the percussion, but it's anchored by the spirit of early hardcore punk. It's no wave, but it's not just noise for noise sake. It's a lit match in a powder keg.
Exactly. There is a scorched urgency in the vocals. They aren't asking you to be comfortable. In fact, they're yanking you right out of your comfort zone. I find it fascinating how a collective of immigrant musicians in Scotland is producing the most relevant political chaos of the mid-2020s.
It's that Glasgow energy. It's a room-tearing sound. If you've been following their buzz since Trans World War, this single is the vindication. It's raw cultural grief translated into sound waves.
It's the kind of track that makes you want to smash your phone and start a revolution, or at least a very aggressive mosh pit.
Or both. Sometimes both is the only answer.
But if we're moving from the external rage of Glasgow to something more internal, we have to look toward Belgrade, Montana.
Their new cut, Brother Venus, is hitting a very different nerve for me. It's got that grunge-leaning alt-rock weight, think Soundgarden or Alice in Chains, but it's wrapped in this deeply fragile space between people.
I love the way you put that. It feels like a late-night confession. It's about the impossibility of ever truly knowing someone, despite the urgency of the conversation. It's poetic, Julian. It's about the things we almost say.
And the music mirrors that dialogue perfectly. You've got that classic rock authority in the main riff, but then it pulls back. It uses these call and response phrasings and key modulations that keep the listener moving, much like a real conversation that refuses to stay still.
It's sophisticated songwriting. Cody Lindblom and Kurt Binder formed the band in 2019, and you can hear those layered influences. I Mother Earth, Big Wreck, even some Latin rhythms tucked in the grooves. It's not just 90s worship, it's a thoughtful evolution.
That winding guitar solo before the final stretch, that's pure emotional color. It's the sound of time slipping away.
It's like a track that asks you to reflect on the stories you're still holding back. It's intimate, whereas DREGKS is explosive. A perfect indie juxtaposition.
Now, speaking of things that are massive but operate on a completely different plane, Sloan, have you been tracking the Melvin Fromm Jr. story?
It's wild. We're talking about a Pennsylvania-based independent creator who has somehow turned his SoundCloud catalog into core broadcast infrastructure. Tier 3+ status. That's usually reserved for major label networks.
It's a divine disruption. Fromm credits the whole thing to faith and obedience. He's not chasing trends. He's dropping 7 daily waves of 2-song albums. It's a 200-song blast in motion. And the tech side of it, the ad-first sequencing and global surfacing, is catching brands like Coca-Cola and Hollywood Casino.
It's the ultimate indie dream, isn't it? Defying industry logic through sheer volume and spiritual conviction. He refuses to even define the sound. He says you have to tune in to feel it. It's alive music.
I respect the hustle. It's not about fame for him. It's about legacy and anonymous giving. It's a movement powered by back-end automation and apparently a higher calling. It's a complete outlier in the digital age.
Whether it's the political fury of Glasgow, the Montana grunge confessionals, or the faith-fueled algorithms in Pennsylvania, the common thread is clear. The underground is the only place where the signal is still pure.
The signal is strong today, Sloan. I think I need to go spin some Brother Venus and stare at the wall for a bit.
A valid choice, Julian. I'll be over here spinning DREGKS Sigma and contemplating the scorched urgency of it all.
That's all for today's roundup. Keep your needles clean and your ears open. I'm Julian Vance.
And I am Sloan Rivera. This has been Stereo Current at neuralnewscast.com/shows/stereo-current. Catch you on the flip side. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.